All right, we are now starting the second half of the semester, and the the exam grades, the midterm exam grades are overwhelmingly positive. The biggest majority of you earning an A or a B, and then the majority of the class at a C or above. Really, really fantastic work, guys. We've had a lot of issues in our course from a technical standpoint, and you all have just been so resilient, and I will keep that in mind as we move forward, as I'm very, very grateful for your patience and some of the issues that we've gone through without it being anyone's fault in particular. So, okay, chapter 4, let me actually just go back here to chapter 4. You may be wondering, why did we go chapter 1, 2, 3, skip 5, and then skip 4 and then go to 5? Well, chapter 4 that you guys should have already kind of gotten started on fatigue, it is a really tough chapter. So I specifically decided to put it in the second part so that you wouldn't have it on your midterm, which would have only made the midterm even more challenging. So remember, a key thing for you to keep in mind is that your weekly quizzes are constantly cumulative. And I'm really considering moving forward not even having a midterm or a final, because you're constantly being questioned and quizzed. And so I wouldn't mind to know what you guys think about that. And also, just an FYI, with all of the issues we had with ProctorU, I'm thinking about on the final exam possibly not having the use of ProctorU as well. So what I may do is set up a few different time slots, and you sign up and I just proctor it, because I don't want y'all having the 5 million issues with somebody walking behind you. I get it, but that's not my intent. My intent is not for ProctorU to make your life more difficult. My intent is for it to actually help you. And if that's not happening, then I need to make a change. And as you know, I will always make changes at a moment's notice if it's what's best for students. So I'm going to continue to gnaw on that. And if you have an opinion and would like to share that with me, send me a message on Remind. Really try not to email me unless it's about your grade. Do check your grades, y'all. With so many students, it's easy to have missed something, okay? You will not offend me by asking me about your grades. I want you to do well, okay? And I don't want to take one individual point away from you that you deserve, okay? So you will not be offending me. Just let me know. Hey, Nikki, I noticed this, would you check on it? And then give me a little time to check on it. But I will. So you'll never lose points that you deserve. Okay. So real quick, everyone, if you haven't done this one yet, because I know we had a couple of people behind, that's fine. This is a tough chapter. Really take your time with this chapter. You must have completed your midterm before you can access this. So some of you, really most of you, are probably just now getting to this chapter, and you had to score at least 85% on the quizzes from the previous lesson. There are only 3 Kahoots for fatigue, not 4, so I had typed that up erroneously for some of you guys. Again, let me just reiterate that I am eliminating this check-in here for October 14th, so that's not currently due. And everyone will need to put their stuff together. I'm going to make a video and see if there's one other tool that might help you. I don't care what tool you use that works for you guys. If you have some other idea, you don't have to use Word. A couple of groups, or one group in particular, is using PowerPoint. Again, whatever works for you guys that you can get the project done, that's all I care, is that you get it done. I just try to give you some tools to get you started, okay? And if you're not sure, you can just shoot me a question and let me know. There's only one quiz for the fatigue unit, but do take Survey 2. Okay, I will close that at the end of this coming week, and that just means you lose the opportunity to get your bonus points. Okay, and that bonus points, remember, can really help you if you're like an A to an A minus or an A to an A plus. It could be the difference in that. It may not jump you a whole letter grade unless you're like at a B plus. It could bring you into an A minus, but I don't curve, so let me remind you, because I give you a number of extra credit opportunities, and there may be one more that's coming. I just have to wait and see. Okay, I have to see how you guys are doing. So I'm going to sort of combine this chapter with the next chapter. Okay, so, well, no, I take that back, just to keep the consistency. This is going to be your week 7 in review. All right, and which is where most of you are. Now, the second half of the semester, here's great news. You can get through it at your own pace, and when you get done, you can take your final exam early. I did get permission for that. It's your choice. You do not have to take it early. You can wait until the exam window and take it at that time. But if you'd like to get this class done, all but your project, that's perfectly fine. All you have to do is let me know in their Remind app that you would like to take your exam early, and we'll set a time up and I'll go ahead and deliver that to you early. Okay? All right, guys, that is week 7. Again, I'm incredibly proud of the grades that you guys have earned. This course is not an easy course when it comes to the content. And then, you know, on top of that, we folded in some of the challenges that we've had. But I think it's beginning to smooth out once we kind of figure out the little sweet spot for our project. So thank y'all so much for working so hard. You're learning a lot of life skills in that as well. And I can't tell you, you know, I know you guys don't like group work, but let me tell you, Fortune 500 companies say the #1 skill that they are looking for in employees is the ability to work cooperatively. And guys, at the end of this, you will have a product that you can put on your e-portfolio and on your resume and say, I worked as a part of a larger group to build this. Okay, and I'm trying to take the stress off of you being concerned about what other people do and don't do. So remember, your grade comes strictly from your role in that group, the work that you're supposed to do. All right, one last time, on the group project, you're going to turn in for your next check-in on the 28th, but you guys have to put it all as one document. I take that back. I prefer it to be one document, but if there's multiple documents, it can all be submitted. I have allowed multiple documents to be submitted as that one file. So if we have 3 different files or 4 different files, I just want it neat. I am about to go stir crazy trying to figure out what everybody's trying to do. So again, I gave everybody 20 points for the first check-in. And then this next check-in on the 28th, it ought to run a lot smoother. Okay, guys, if you have questions, as always, let me know. Shoot me a message and remind. Let's have a great week. No expectation for you to work today or tomorrow. So if you want to kick back, okay? Take a little downtime. All right, I'm very proud of this class. I mean, beyond, I am very, very proud of you. Okay, keep working hard. Your hard work's going to pay off. Have a great week.